Welcome back. Today, we delve into a news story from Fox News that's making headlines. The Department of Justice is suing Apple over allegations of violating antitrust law. The Department of Justice, often abbreviated as DOJ, is a federal agency responsible for enforcing the law and defending the interests of the United States, according to the law. Apple, the tech giant renowned for its iPhones, iPads, and other products, is facing allegations of antitrust violations. Allegation means assertions or claims made against someone or something, usually without proof. In simple terms, allegations are like rumors or claims people make about someone or something, but without any strong proof to back them up. For example, imagine a story about a politician who people say has done something wrong, like being involved in corruption. Even if there's no solid evidence, these claims spread widely in the news and online. In this case, we can say the allegations of corruption against the politician were widely reported in the media. Another example could be a big company that gets accused of using child labor in its factories. We can express this idea as following: the company denied the allegations of using child labor in its factories. Antitrust laws are rules created to encourage fair competition in the market by stopping monopolies and other actions that hinder competition. These laws work to prevent any one company from controlling the entire market. For example, antitrust laws aim to ensure that no single company dominates the market. Price fixing among competitors is prohibited under antitrust law. Let's start reading the news. Attorney General Merrick Garland and other top DOJ officials are set to make an announcement later Thursday. The lawsuit, which the department said was filed in the U.S. District Court for the District of New Jersey, targets Apple's grip on the smartphone market, according to a press release from the DOJ. What does announcement mean? An announcement is like a big news or update shared with many people. It's a way to tell others about something important. An announcement is a public statement or declaration made to inform people about something significant or important. It's like sharing big news with a lot of people. Two examples use announcement could be: the CEO made an announcement about the company's new product launch. The government's announcement regarding changes in tax policy caused a stir among citizens. Grip on refers to having control or dominance over something, like a situation, market, or even people. Imagine a company that dominates the smartphone market. We can say the company has a strong grip on the smartphone market, meaning they control a large portion of it and are influential in shaping its direction. Similarly, picture a dictator who wants to maintain power. To do so, the dictator tightened his grip on power through oppressive measures. This means they exert even more control over the people and institutions within their sphere of influence. In both examples, having a grip on something implies authority, control, and the ability to influence outcomes. It signifies a position of dominance or power. Press release is an official statement issued to the media providing information on a specific matter or event. Let's keep on reading the news. Consumers should not have to pay higher prices because companies violate the antitrust laws. Garland said in a statement. We allege that Apple has maintained monopoly power in the smartphone market, not simply by staying ahead of the competition on the merits, but by violating federal antitrust law. If left unchallenged, Apple will only continue to strengthen its smartphone monopoly. Violate means to break or fail to follow a law, rule, or agreement. For instance, when someone speeds while driving, they violate traffic laws, which can lead to fines or penalties. We can say, speeding violates traffic laws and can result in fines. Similarly, if a company doesn't follow environmental regulations, its actions violate those rules. This could result in legal consequences or fines for the company. In this case, the company's actions violated environmental regulations. In both cases, violating means not obeying a specific law or regulation, which can have legal or other consequences. Monopoly power refers to the complete control or dominance that a single company or entity has over a specific market or industry. For example, imagine a telecommunications giant that is the only provider of internet services in a certain area. We can say the telecommunications giant has monopoly power in providing internet services. Similarly, consider a drug company that holds exclusive patents for a life-saving medication. Since no other company can produce the same medication, we can say the drug company's patents granted it monopoly power over a life-saving medication. On the merits means based on the intrinsic qualities or characteristics of something, rather than external factors. For instance, the decision will be made on the merits of each candidate's qualifications implies that the decision will be based solely on the qualifications of each candidate, without considering other factors like personal connections or biases. Similarly, the project was approved on the merits of its potential benefits, suggests that the project's approval was solely based on its potential benefits and merits, rather than any external influences or considerations. In both examples, on the merits emphasizes the importance of evaluating something based on its inherent qualities or attributes, rather than being swayed by external factors or biases. Unchallenged means not disputed or questioned, accepted without opposition. For example, the team's dominance in the league went unchallenged for several seasons indicates that no other team contested or disputed the dominance of the mentioned team in the league. It was accepted without any opposition. Similarly, the author's theory remained unchallenged until new evidence emerged, suggests that the theory proposed by the author was accepted without any questioning or dispute until new evidence came to light, prompting a re-evaluation. In both instances, unchallenged underscores the idea that something is widely accepted or acknowledged without facing opposition or dispute from others. Not simply by, but by, emphasizes that something is achieved not only through one means, but also through another, contrasting them. For instance, success in the business world is achieved not simply by hard work, but also by strategic networking, highlights that success isn't solely dependent on hard work alone, but also on building connections and relationships strategically. Similarly, leadership is attained not simply by authority, but by earning trust, suggests that true leadership isn't just about holding a position of authority. It's also about gaining the trust and respect of others. In both examples, not simply by, but by, underscores the idea that achieving something significant often involves multiple factors or approaches, not just one. It contrasts different paths to emphasize the complexity of reaching a goal or attaining a certain quality. The third paragraph: the Justice Department will vigorously enforce antitrust laws that protect consumers from higher prices and fewer choices. That is the Justice Department's legal obligation, and what the American people expect and deserve, he added. Vigorously means with energy, force, or determination. For example, the company vigorously defended its position in the lawsuit implies that the company put a lot of effort and determination into defending its stance, perhaps through strong legal arguments or assertive actions. Similarly, the government vowed to vigorously pursue the perpetrators of the crime, suggests that the government is committed to putting forth a determined and forceful effort to catch and punish those responsible for the crime. In both instances, vigorously emphasizes the intensity and determination with which an action is carried out, highlighting the energetic and forceful nature of the endeavor. To enforce means to ensure compliance with a law, rule, or agreement by using authority or means of coercion. For instance, the police enforce traffic laws to maintain road safety indicates that the police use their authority to ensure that drivers follow traffic laws, promoting safety on the roads. Similarly, the school enforces a strict dress code policy, suggests that the school administration uses its authority to ensure that students adhere to the dress code rules, possibly through monitoring and disciplinary actions. In both examples, enforce emphasizes the action taken to ensure that regulations or standards are followed, often involving the use of authority or coercion to maintain order and compliance. Obligation refers to a duty or commitment to do something. For example, when it comes to workplace safety, employers are bound by an obligation to provide a safe working environment for their employees. This means ensuring that the workplace is free from hazards and potential dangers as part of their responsibility towards their workforce. Likewise, in the realm of parenting, there exists an obligation for parents to meet their children's basic needs. This includes providing essentials such as food, shelter, and clothing as part of their duty towards their children's well-being and upbringing. In both examples, the concept of obligation underscores the idea of a moral or legal duty to fulfill certain responsibilities or commitments. It implies a sense of accountability and responsibility towards others or towards fulfilling certain standards or requirements. Our next vocabulary is deserve, which means to be worthy of something due to one's actions, qualities, or behavior. For example, the student deserved praise for his outstanding academic performance suggests that the student's excellent academic achievements made them worthy of receiving praise. Another example, hardworking employees deserve recognition and rewards, implies that employees who demonstrate dedication and effort in their work merit acknowledgement and incentives. In both instances, deserve emphasizes the idea of earning or being entitled to something as a result of one's actions, qualities, or behavior. It suggests that the individual has demonstrated worthiness through their efforts or accomplishments. The DOJ lawsuit alleges that Apple has blocked innovative apps, suppressed mobile cloud streaming services, excluded cross-platform messaging apps, diminished functionality of non-Apple smartwatches, and limited third-party digital wallets. Innovative describes the act of introducing new ideas, methods, or products, and is often characterized by creativity and originality. For instance, the company's innovative approach revolutionized the industry suggests that the company introduced groundbreaking ideas or methods that transformed the industry, demonstrating creativity and originality. Similarly, the smartphone features innovative technology designed to enhance user experience, indicates that the smartphone incorporates new and creative technological advancements aimed at improving the user's interaction with the device. In both examples, innovative emphasizes the introduction of fresh and inventive concepts, methods, or products, which contribute to progress, advancement, and improvement within a particular context or field. Suppressed means to prevent or inhibit the development, action, or expression of something. For instance, the government suppressed dissent by imposing strict censorship laws suggests that the government used censorship laws to prevent people from expressing opposing opinions or criticisms. Similarly, the medication suppressed the symptoms of the illness effectively implies that the medication inhibited or reduced the symptoms of the illness, effectively controlling its effects on the body. In both instances, suppressed emphasizes the idea of inhibiting or restraining something from occurring or manifesting fully, whether it's dissenting voices or symptoms of an illness. Diminished means to make or become less, to reduce in size, importance, or effectiveness. For example, the company's profits diminished due to increased competition suggests that the company's profits decreased or became smaller because of heightened competition in the market. Similarly, lack of funding diminished the impact of the research project, implies that the research project's impact was reduced or made less significant due to a shortage of funds. In both instances, diminished emphasizes the idea of something becoming smaller, less important, or less effective than before, often due to external factors or limitations. Let's continue the fourth paragraph. Apple pushed back on the lawsuit in a statement to Fox Business. At Apple, we innovate every day to make technology people love, designing products that work seamlessly together. This lawsuit threatens who we are and the principles that set Apple products apart in fiercely competitive markets. If successful, it would hinder our ability to create the kind of technology people expect from Apple, where hardware, software, and services intersect. It would also set a dangerous precedent, empowering government to take a heavy hand in designing people's technology. We believe this lawsuit is wrong on the facts and the law, and we will vigorously defend against it, the company said. Pushed back means to resist or oppose something, or to delay or postpone a decision or action. Our first example is, the workers pushed back against management's decision to cut their wages suggests that the workers resisted or opposed the decision made by management to reduce their pay. One more example. The project deadline was pushed back due to unforeseen complications, implies that the deadline for the project was delayed or postponed because of unexpected issues or challenges. In both examples, pushed back emphasizes the idea of resistance, opposition, or delay in response to a decision, action, or circumstance. Seamlessly describes the process of something happening smoothly and continuously, without any noticeable gaps or interruptions. For example, the transition between the old and new systems was seamless, minimizing disruption, suggests that the change from the old system to the new one happened smoothly and without causing any significant interruptions or problems. Similarly, the integration of different departments was done seamlessly. Improving efficiency implies that the process of merging or combining various departments occurred smoothly and efficiently, without any noticeable disruptions or difficulties. In both instances, seamlessly emphasizes the idea of a smooth and continuous flow, without any noticeable breaks or interruptions, leading to a successful and efficient outcome. Threatens means to pose a risk of harm, danger, or damage. For instance, the economic recession threatens the stability of many businesses, suggests that the recession puts many businesses at risk of instability or financial hardship. Similarly, climate change threatens the existence of certain species, implies that the changes in climate present a danger to the survival of certain species, potentially leading to extinction. In both examples, threatens emphasizes the idea of something having the potential to cause harm or danger, highlighting the risks or challenges that need to be addressed or mitigated. Competitive relates to or is characterized by competition. It describes having a strong desire to succeed. For example, the company operates in a highly competitive market suggests that the market in which the company operates is characterized by intense competition among various businesses. Similarly, the athlete has a competitive spirit, always striving to win, implies that the athlete possesses a strong desire to succeed and excel, always aiming to achieve victory in their endeavors. In both instances, competitive emphasizes the idea of actively engaging in competition, whether in business or sports, and striving for success or excellence. Hinder means to create difficulties or obstacles that delay or prevent progress or accomplishment. For instance, poor communication can hinder the success of a project, suggests that if there's ineffective communication among team members, it can create obstacles that slow down or prevent the project from being successful. Similarly, lack of funding can hinder the development of new technologies, implies that if there's insufficient financial support, it can create barriers that delay or impede the progress of developing new technologies. In both examples, hinder emphasizes the idea of something getting in the way or obstructing progress, leading to delays or difficulties in achieving goals or completing tasks. Intersect means to meet or cross at a point, or to have some elements or characteristics in common. For example, the interests of the two parties intersected, leading to a mutually beneficial agreement, suggests that the interests of both parties came together or overlapped, resulting in an agreement that was advantageous for both. Similarly, the study of economics intersects with sociology in various areas, implies that there are certain points or topics where the subjects of economics and sociology meet or overlap, sharing common elements or characteristics. In both instances, intersect emphasizes the idea of coming together or sharing commonalities, whether it's in interests, subjects, or other aspects, leading to collaboration, understanding, or shared outcomes. Precedent refers to an earlier event or action that serves as an example or guide to be considered in similar future circumstances. For instance, the court's decision set a precedent for future cases involving similar legal issues, suggests that the ruling made by the court in a specific case becomes a standard for how similar legal issues should be addressed in the future. Similarly, the success of the project established a precedent for future initiatives, implies that the positive outcome of a project becomes a model or example for how future initiatives should be planned or executed. In both examples, precedent emphasizes the importance of past events or actions in shaping decisions and actions in similar situations in the future. It provides a framework or guideline based on prior experiences. Empowering means giving someone the authority, power, or confidence to do something. For example, education is empowering, providing individuals with knowledge and skills for success, suggests that through education, individuals gain the authority and confidence to pursue their goals and achieve success. Similarly, the program aims to empower marginalized communities to advocate for their rights, implies that the program seeks to give marginalized communities the power and confidence to speak up for their rights and assert themselves. In both instances, empowering emphasizes the idea of enabling individuals or groups to take control of their own lives, make decisions, and pursue their goals with confidence and authority. To take a heavy hand means to exert control or authority in a forceful or authoritarian manner. For example, the government's decision to take a heavy hand in suppressing dissent sparked protests, suggests that the government used strong or authoritarian measures to quell dissent, leading to public outcry and demonstrations. Similarly, some parents take a heavy hand in disciplining their children, which can have negative effects, implies that certain parents employ strict or harsh methods of discipline, which may result in adverse consequences for their children. In both instances, taking a heavy hand emphasizes the use of forceful or authoritarian tactics to assert control or authority, often leading to resistance or negative outcomes. Let's stop here about analyzing the news. I will read the whole news with regular speed. You can also read along with me. The Department of Justice is suing Apple over allegations of violating antitrust law. Attorney General Merrick Garland and other top DOJ officials are set to make an announcement later Thursday. The lawsuit, which the department said was filed in the U.S. District Court for the District of New Jersey, targets Apple's grip on the smartphone market, according to a press release from the DOJ. Consumers should not have to pay higher prices because companies violate the antitrust laws, Garland said in a statement. We allege that Apple has maintained monopoly power in the smartphone market, not simply by staying ahead of the competition on the merits, but by violating federal antitrust law. If left unchallenged, Apple will only continue to strengthen its smartphone monopoly. The Justice Department will vigorously enforce antitrust laws that protect consumers from higher prices and fewer choices. That is the Justice Department's legal obligation, and what the American people expect and deserve, he added. The DOJ lawsuit alleges that Apple has blocked innovative apps, suppressed mobile cloud streaming services, excluded cross-platform messaging apps, diminished functionality of non-Apple smartwatches, and limited third-party digital wallets. Apple pushed back on the lawsuit in a statement to Fox Business. At Apple, we innovate every day to make technology people love, designing products that work seamlessly together. This lawsuit threatens who we are and the principles that set Apple products apart in fiercely competitive markets. If successful, it would hinder our ability to create the kind of technology people expect from Apple. Where hardware, software, and services intersect, it would also set a dangerous precedent, empowering government to take a heavy hand in designing people's technology. We believe this lawsuit is wrong on the facts and the law, and we will vigorously defend against it, the company said. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content like this. Also, remember to turn on notifications so you never miss out on any of my new videos. Your support means the world to me. Thank you. See you next time.